Welcome to this edition of SAU Magazine, a weekly program featuring news, profiles, sports, commentary, interviews, and special events, all coming to you from the campus of Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is a Southern Arkansas University news brief. I'm Monica Rasmussen.
And I'm Liz Mattern.
The new administration establishes building priorities. President David Rankin indicates more than $14 million in construction funds will be requested from the Arkansas legislature. More than $10 million would fund a university science center. Conversion of the Bruce Center would cost about $3 million, and renovating the Child's Agricultural Building would cost just over $600,000.
These funding proposals were addressed at a recent Board of Trustees meeting. President Rankin discussed other items of interest. Renovation of Graham Hall begins this summer. It will have approximately 100 beds and 2 classrooms. The existing Graham building will be demolished. About $35,000 is being used to turn the President's home into a welcome center. It will be used for recruiting, faculty offices, alumni meetings, and donor events. The SAU Welcome Center renovations are underway.
President Rankin has appointed Dr. Terry Todd to serve as interim dean of the School of Business Administration. Dr. Todd has been with SAU since 1980 and has been involved with many activities. She previously served as chairman of the Accounting and CIS Department since 1993, was named SAU Honor Professor in 1993, and was the Lewis Blanchard Professor of Accounting.
Nominations for the 2001-2002 Honor Professor are now being accepted. To be eligible, a nominee must have completed at least 4 years of service on the faculty at SAU, devote at least 75% of his or her university workload to teaching, and must be a full-time employee. To nominate a teacher for Honor Professor, complete a nomination form and return it to slot 24 in Overstreet Hall by 5 p.m. Friday, March 1st.
Almost 50 years after leaving Southern State College to get married and begin a life in El Paso, Texas, Billie Joyce Barr Garner has returned to SAU seeking admittance to the university to complete her studies in elementary education. She visited President Dr. David Rankin, who said her records would be submitted to the School of Education so she can finish 24 hours to complete her degree. At the age of 50, she attended Orange Coast Community College in Costa Mesa, California, and learned desktop publishing.
2 students from the School of Business Administration recently placed 3rd in the 2002 Arkansas Collegiate Programming Contest. Corey Perkey, a senior Computer Information Systems major from Memphis, and Billy Brummett, a senior CIS major from Magnolia, completed 5 out of 6 program problems. The contest was held on February 5th at the University of Arkansas at Little Rock. This has been a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Liz Mattern.
And I'm Monica Rasmussen.
With an SAU profile, I'm Matthew Johnson.
And I'm Christie Roden.
Encore is a song and dance public relations troupe according to Miss Judy Vassar, assistant professor and Encore director.
Judy Vassar started teaching part-time in 1979.
She didn't start teaching full-time until 1981.
That's when Dr. Harold Brinson, president of SAU, told Mrs. Vassar he wanted an informal group to visit high schools as a recruiting tool.
Encore evolved into a group from the Theater and Mass Communication Department that features a diversity of talent from its membership.
They feature talented soloists in all types of music, and opportunities are available for student choreographers. Students can take Encore 4 times for credit, but many stay in the group until they graduate.
Students in the Arklatex are invited to spend an afternoon with Encore on Tuesday, April 30th.
With an SAU profile, I'm Christie Roden.
And I'm Matthew Johnson.
SAU Sports, I'm Julie Hillidge.
And I'm Shelley Glover.
The Mule Riders pulled into a 3rd-place tie with Arkansas Tech after Monday night's 84-74 victory over the Wonder Boys. Sean Mason scored a career-high 41 points, hitting 20 of 22 free throws and breaking the old SAU free throw record set in 1991. Point guard Terry Duncan chipped in 15 points, Brian Biley added 14, and Leandre Gibson had 8. SAU is 15-9 overall and 8-7 in conference play, assuring the Riders a berth in the GSC postseason tournament at Tupelo, Mississippi.
In baseball, the Riders defeated East Central University 17-6 on Saturday in Magnolia. SAU third baseman Tracy Jeffrey had a home run, 2 doubles, 1 single, and scored 3 runs. Francisco Rivera went the first 3 innings for SAU, giving up 3 hits, 3 runs, walked 2, and struck out 3. Garrett Stout closed out the final inning and gave up 2 hits but no runs, walked none, and fanned 2. The Riders are scheduled to meet Southeastern Oklahoma Wednesday in Durant.
In women's basketball, the Arkansas Tech Golden Suns pulled away from the Riderettes with a 52-38 win Monday night. SAU fell 9-15 overall and 4-12 in the conference. Dashika Portia, Mia Biley, and Stacy Stockton helped put the Riderettes in the lead at the half, 21-17. But SAU's 27% shooting from the field and 64% from the free throw line couldn't stop the Golden Suns. The Riderettes closed their season Saturday at Arkansas Monticello.
The Riderettes were defeated by Northeastern State University in Sunday's Border City softball tournament in Texarkana. Leading 3-0 going into the bottom of the final inning, SAU watched victory slip away. Cindy Ross doubled to score 2 runs, and Amy Harrison doubled to score 2 more runs. In the second game, SAU won 6-0 against East Central University. SAU Sports, I'm Shelley Glover.
And I'm Julie Hillidge.
With commentary, I'm Charles Bostick.
And I'm Robert Chatman.
When a person enrolls in a university, he or she learns there are countless fees every student must pay besides tuition. SAU is no exception to this rule.
One such fee is the computer and technology fee. Every student has to pay for the usage of the computer lab, whether he or she uses the facilities or not.
Understandably, the equipment has to be paid for and maintained, but why at such a high fee? In fact, many students have their own computers in their home or dorm and are in no need of the lab.
The exact dollar amount escapes me, but it is probably much higher than tickets to the local movie theater for a month. Universities have to run like any other business, but on top of tuition, room and board, and books, money is sometimes hard to come by.
It is gratifying to know the SAU Computer Lab is a nice facility and the money we as students pay each semester is being put to good use.
With commentary, I'm Robert Chatman.
And I'm Charles Bostick.
With an SAU police log, I'm Leah Steelman. On February 1st, an SAU student ended up in the Magnolia Hospital ER when a few drinks led to a large fight. Colt Hart, an SAU student, and Trent Alston, a non-student, were involved in a fight which stemmed from an altercation 2 weeks ago in which Alston's younger brother had been hit. Both Alston and Hart had been drinking, and both had sustained large cuts. Alston stated that Hart approached the vehicle they were in with a bottle in his hand. Alston exited the vehicle and Hart swung and missed with the bottle. Hart then struck Alston on the back of the head. Hart stated that Alston approached him yelling obscenities and carrying something in his hand. A fight broke out among the members of both groups. Hart also stated he never hit Alston's brother. Neither subject was placed under arrest because of varying statements from witnesses. Both declined to press charges. Alston and his friends were informed that they would be charged with criminal trespassing if they ever returned to SAU's campus. On February 13th, SAU's Central Dispatch was called to assist Officer Munn of Magnolia Police Department in pursuit of an unlicensed vehicle at East University and Jackson. Munn, UPD's Deputy Martin, and Police Chief Goodrich joined the pursuit. The speeds of the chase reached 70 to 75 miles per hour. The driver of the vehicle turned off 3rd Street into McNeil and stopped the vehicle. The driver of the car fled the area on foot. The 2 passengers were instructed to exit the vehicle and get on the ground. Both passengers were arrested. The driver was later identified as Anthony Burnell of McNeil. None of the passengers were students or affiliated with SAU. As soon as the scene was clear, Deputy Martin and Police Chief Goodrich returned to campus. With an SAU police log, I'm Leah Steelman.
I'm Tabitha Taylor with job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center. Career Day is March 27th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. on the main floor of the Bruce Center. SAU will also hold a teacher fair on April 23rd from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. on the main floor of the Bruce Center. Please feel free to forward any information for any businesses, government agencies, graduate schools, and public school districts that may be interested in participating. The Public Relations Department at Walmart is looking for hardworking public relations or journalism students to work for 3 months at the Walmart Home Office in Bentonville, Arkansas. This is a paid internship, and the requirements include completion of junior year, at least a 3-point grade point average, demonstrated writing ability, and previous work experience. If interested, contact Walmart in Bentonville. I'm Tabitha Taylor with job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Dallas Short.
And I'm Matt Gatlin.
On February 26th, March 5th, and 12th, there will be a children's workshop. SAU art students will teach the workshop. There will be 3 age groups. Group 1 will be for children ages 4 through 6. Group 2 is for children 7 through 9. And Group 3 is for those from 10 to 12. Groups will study ceramics, drawing and painting, and sculpture. The workshop will be held in the Brinson Fine Arts Building. The cost is $15 for 1 child, $25 for 2, and the third child of the same family is free.
El Massonary opened Tuesday, February 19th and will run through the 28th. It brings a different style of drama to the Harton stage. It is presented in 3-quarter round, which provides more intimacy between the audience and the actors. El Massonary is the story of 3 women, Echo, Artemis, and Dorothea. The play shows the difficulties of dealing with a mother's expectations for her daughter, as well as the gifts being passed on from mother to daughter. Ticket prices are $1 for students and faculty, and $3 for general admission. El Massonary begins at 7:30 each night.
The Miss SAU 2002 pageant will be held in Harton Theater on March 7th. The pageant is being sponsored by the Office of Student Activities and the Ladies of Phi Mu Sorority. For one to be eligible, she must be a full-time registered student and be in good standing with the university. The contestant must be a high school graduate and be able to produce a diploma upon request. She must have never been married and have no children. Miss SAU is not a preliminary to the Miss Arkansas pageant, nor is it a part of the Miss America Association.
A traveling art exhibit is in Brinson Fine Arts through February 28th. SAU is hosting the traveling exhibition Lewis and Elsie Freund, A Lifetime of Creating. The exhibition is from the Arkansas Arts Center in Little Rock. Designed to be both educational and aesthetically appealing, these exhibits are organized by the Arts Center staff from the permanent collection or artist loan. And that's this week's entertainment news.
The SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program features a wide variety of professional experiences.
Students are responsible for producing and marketing radio and television programs each semester.
SAU Magazine, a radio news program, is available to stations in Arkansas and bordering states.
The SAU Report, a television interview program, is available to cable systems in Southwest Arkansas and Northeast Texas.
More than a dozen courses are offered in the SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program.
Writing, reporting, and hands-on experiences are stressed in these courses.
In addition, graduating students are more perceptive analysts of mass communication and broadcast journalism.
They are very competitive in the job field and for opportunities as graduate students.
Information about the Broadcast Journalism degree program can be found on the internet at saumag.edu.
That's saumag.edu for an excellent educational opportunity.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm Shannon Watson.
And I'm Tasha Hicks.
Greek Week starts Monday, February 25th.
Tuesday, Team MBSF meets at 7 p.m. and ABS TNT at 7:30 p.m. An RHA meeting takes place at 6 p.m.
Wednesday, student refund checks come in. Panhellenic Council meets at 12 p.m., MBSF Bible Study at 7 p.m., and Cross Seekers at 8 p.m. The BCM will also hold its noonday lunch, 60-plus meeting in the Blue and Gold Room at 5:30.
Thursday is student payday. Room and board payments are due. Riderette GSC tournament is at Tupelo, Mississippi. ABS Blast will meet at 6 p.m. and MBSF will host its prayer and praise session at 7:30 p.m.
Friday, RA applications will be available, and MBSF Music Fest will be held in Jonesboro, Arkansas. And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.